Mike's hot.
That's a really good point. It's time to prop the top off with Josh Neighbors. But Robbie, Josh, Steven, who is back in today. Did you say that Steven's going to be tasked next week with running the board, Robbie, or did I just imagine that?
I'm talking like a couple segments. So there we go.
Wow. Now, I want to point this out, Steven. Ian is much meaner than I am. So make sure you don't miss anything there. He'll let you have it.
You don't want to get on Fitzsimmons' bad side. Trust me.
All right, it's time to prop the top off, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Josh Neighbors. What's going on, Josh?
I just want to mention this. We talked about the Big 12 wanting to get into sports betting. We mentioned this yesterday. And Brett Yormark wants to do the fun and hip thing. Guys, I mean, the first people you should call for fun original content are us. You always see like the AJ Hawk or the Pat McAfee, the Bill Simmons specials on FanDuel. Like,
nope.
Big 12 Today specials should be a thing that occur on whatever app the Big 12 either joins or creates. I'm just saying, and I've got some fun ones today too. So anybody disagree with that?
I see no lies.
We're the first call.
I see no lies.
Facts.
I see no lies.
After they start simulcasting our show on ESPN Plus,
let's go.
The next step is to get the official gambling sponsor of the Big 12, who is unknown at this point in time, to sponsor Josh's Prop the Top Off segment. I think that should be item number 2.
I guarantee there's going to be some ones people want today. All right. I don't have the totals for the year because, like you guys, I've had some traveling snafus in the last week and a half. But I do have the totals from last week. Plank +4 on the week. Robbie +2. Gabe was even. I was -2.
Way to go, Plank.
Let's go.
So the house.
Look
the guy
at
who
me
makes the house.
Way to go, Plank.
All right.
Hire me, FanDuel. Let's go.
TDs minus TOs. Group of 3 players. Their total number of touchdowns minus their number of turnovers against another group of players. Their touchdowns minus their turnovers. Whichever number is greater, that group wins. Quarterback Adrian Martinez. Running back Deuce Vaughn. And wide receiver Malik Knowles got the win last week for Kansas State. They'll just go head-to-head with the team they're playing. Donovan Smith at quarterback. Taj Brooks, your running back. Miles Price, your wide receiver. Gabe, which group are you taking? TDs minus TOs. No spread here. Straight up. Who gets more touchdowns?
No spread. Straight up. Yes. Okay. I mean, everything for me points to taking the Kansas State guys. And yes, there's no doubt I'm being influenced by what we saw from Kansas State last week in Norman. But you just think about the head-to-head matchups. I do think while he may not be what he was last week against Oklahoma, like Adrian Martinez, he has taken good care of the football so far this season. Donovan Smith, on the other hand, bit of a roller coaster, right? When it comes to ball security and that Kansas State defense, I could see them forcing Donovan Smith into some mistakes. So I'm going to take Kansas State's guys and also Deuce Vaughn. I mean, he's the best player in this entire group of players. So I feel pretty good about taking the Kansas State guys.
I think I'm with you. I'm taking the Kansas State guys. Robbie, what about you?
This feels like free money. I'm taking Kansas State, and we look at Donovan Smith. These are both technically turnover-prone quarterbacks of Adrian Martinez and Donovan Smith, but one has historically been bad, but has been good this year, and Donovan Smith leads the conference with 5 turnovers when it comes to throwing interceptions. So Donovan Smith has not been good at that, and also I just think Kansas State's offense is much better than Texas Tech. Texas Tech will throw it out more, but give me Kansas State and their turnovers or touchdowns and turnovers.
I'm with you. And I think also, too, like we do acknowledge they put a lot on Donovan Smith's plate. He has to throw the ball a lot and he runs the ball. So, like, yeah, younger guy, sure, he'll turn it over some. But in this game, TDs minus TOs against this defense, that will hurt you. So I'm with you guys. I'm on K-State sweep. All right, next one. Over under 2.5 road teams winning this week in the Big 12. Over under 2.5 road teams winning this week in the Big 12. So once again, your matchups, Oklahoma, you guys are there for this one. Oklahoma on the road against TCU. Texas Tech is at Kansas State. Oklahoma State is at Baylor. Iowa State is at Kansas. And West Virginia is at Texas. There are, by my count, 2 road favorites this week. That's Oklahoma and Iowa State. And then obviously Oklahoma State is a pretty short favorite. Texas Tech getting 7.5, and then West Virginia getting 9.5 right now are the 2 long ones. So Gabe, over under 2.5 road teams winning outright this weekend in the Big 12.
This is
tough.
This is a tremendous one, Josh. Well done, sir. Because I really feel good about Oklahoma against TCU. I think Oklahoma's going to have a big day offensively against the Horned Frogs, although that line has been dropping. I think it's down to 5.5. Now, I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over. I just think that
Fake out.
I've got no idea, guys. I mean, I really don't. Like this weekend is tough. Feel good about OU. Don't like Texas Tech's chances. Oklahoma State, Baylor, that feels like a coin flip game to me. So maybe I should favor the home team there. Iowa State, very capable of beating Kansas, but if Jalen Daniels is incredible again. And then West Virginia, Texas is the one where it's like, who knows? I'll take the under. Give me the under. Under 2.5 road teams winning.
Can I call for a quick little huddle real quick?
Sure.
Just real quick.
Okay, everyone huddle in.
Okay, Robbie, what's the number you have here? Because I know you got a number. There's some stat you
this
have.
is not the huddle.
on-
We're not a
what?
team here. What is this?
Okay.
I don't like this
All right,
huddle.
because
I'm out the huddle.
Oh, sorry. I got us an access code there, Gabe, so we can connect. I'm going to go. Well, because see, I know that there's going to be something that you have that's going to change my mind as soon as you say it. Because right now, I want to go with the over.
Ooh.
But then
Going
again,
with the
I also
Road
know
Warriors.
I also know going with the over might mean some coaches not just on the hot seat, it's scorching. All right. So break huddle. If I'm not going to get any information, I'll go with the over just for the hail of it. See, we're in Fort Worth. Use a little country
Look
music.
at you.
Look at me.
At you.
All right, I'm going to go with the over, Robbie.
Give me the over, man. We're on the same side here. I mean,
Felt it.
This is a league of chaos. Do we trust any team here? We've talked about it all
No.
week. I trust nothing. You could tell me that Kansas is going to beat Iowa State. Great. You could tell me anything else. You could tell me West Virginia is going to beat Texas. I don't know. So give me the I am chaos. League of chaos. Give me the over.
Oh, I like it.
I'm going with the under. I don't feel great about it, but I'm going to go with the under in this one. All right, folks.
All right.
The next one. Spencer Sanders has 10 interceptions and 2 fumbles lost, 3 fumbles total in his 4 games against Baylor. That is 3 turnovers per game. Yes. Over under 1.5 Spencer Sanders turnovers against Baylor. We feel like he's got to play a great game to get the win. We're kind of hoping, we get the best version of him. But even with the best version of him, we just heard Mike Gundy say it a couple minutes ago. He likes to take risks. So will there be 2 turnovers, even if we get a great version of him? Gabe, your thoughts. Over under 1.5 Spencer Sanders turnovers in Waco tomorrow.
I'm going to take the under Spencer Sanders turnovers. I do think he'll turn it over once. I do. I don't know if that's going to be as a runner or as a passer. I do think, I could see him throwing an interception against Baylor's defense. Like, that's all very, very possible. But guys playing with a lot of confidence. It's looked really good so far. And let's not forget, guys, they've had 2 weeks to get ready for this game. They've been laser focused on Baylor for 2 full weeks. And I'm going to put a little faith in Spencer Sanders. Now, he could also come out and throw 3 interceptions, and I wouldn't be shocked. But I'm going to go with the under. I think he'll turn it over once. I think he could throw a pick. But 2, nah. I'll put some faith. In the Cowboys quarterback. So give me the under 1.5 Spencer Sanders turnovers.
I'm going under 2. I'm going under as well. Robbie, which way are you heading?
can't teach an old dog new tricks. Spencer Sanders is going with the over. He's going to have some turnovers. But if you're an Oklahoma State fan and you just swerved off the road, you still have a really good chance of winning this game. Because last year he turned over that much and was 1 yard away. And then during the regular season, he had multiple turnovers and you still won by multiple touchdowns. But give me the over. Spencer Sanders, you're not going to have a good day.
Well, you can thank the Oklahoma State
Josh?
defense for that one last year, Robbie, for both of those. So he doesn't have that anymore. I'm going to go under. I think there's one, like Gabe said. I don't think there's more than that. All right. This one is a fun one here, folks. So people in the college football world have been complaining about the cut-ins for Aaron Judge last week. Many of those same people will not be complaining about anything baseball related because many folks in the college football universe from the South are fans of the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves have a huge series this weekend against the New York Mets for first place in the National League East. One Jacob deGrom is on the mound tonight for the New York Mets.
Oh,
So here is the prop. Number of total, which number will be greater? Which number will be greater? Number of total touchdowns in Iowa State versus Kansas, or the number of strikeouts for Jacob deGrom minus the number of earned runs he allows. So if Jacob deGrom strikes out 11 and allows 3 earned runs, the number is 8. That's how this works. So strikeouts minus earned runs for deGrom against total touchdowns in Iowa State and KU.
Brett Yormark, are you listening? Brett
is
Yormark,
Plank-
come on.
Is Plank
Listen.
okay? Is Plank? I think I broke Plank's brain. Gabe, did you understand?
my brain just got hurt.
Yes. So to recap,
Yes.
Jacob deGrom,
Yes.
who is very good at what he does.
Yes.
They've got the Braves tonight.
Correct.
And this is the opening, the 3-game series against the Braves.
Correct.
deGrom on the bump. He's currently 5-3. He's got a 2.93 ERA. And it's the number of strikeouts he has against the Braves
Yes.
minus the number of earned runs he allows.
Yes. And will that
And
number be greater?
And we're
than the number-
comparing that total number
Yes.
to the number of touchdowns in Iowa State, Kansas.
Correct. Nailed it.
Am I
You got
correct?
it. You got all of it.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to take touchdowns in Iowa State, Kansas. The more I think about that game, and I know that Iowa State's defense, like it's all predicated on limiting big plays, and I get that. But I think Kansas is going to score, man. I really do. I think what they're doing offensively it's really challenging on defense.
And they're really good.
And I think Kotelnicki will have some fun stuff dialed up for the Cyclones defense. And Jalen Daniels is he's been really, really good. I could also see Iowa State scoring 35 or 42 against Kansas's defense. I mean, this will be by far the best team Kansas has played. So I think points will be scored in that game in Lawrence. So I feel pretty good about taking that over deGrom strikeouts minus his earned runs allowed. I feel good about it.
I still don't know if I understand the assignment, but I'm going to go with what Gabe said, Robbie. This is like remember those, did you ever have to watch the after school specials? The after school specials where they would talk about someone who never learned how to read. And every time he would go to the restaurant, he'd order the same thing because he couldn't read the menu. That's how I feel right now. I feel like the illiterate dad on an after school special. But I'll go with the thing that Gabe said. Robbie?
Nice, smart man.
You know what? Let's go with the base. No, I can't do this. Let's go with Kansas. I love their offense. I think they've been exceptional. Let's keep them up. But if you were to look at strikeouts per 9, deGrom has 14. That is incredible. He probably won't go the distance, but that is incredible.
But he has.
When you look at, I'm looking at his regular season. He's had a couple just monster strikeout games lately. Pittsburgh struck out 13.
Ooh,
struck out 10 against the Cubs. Oh no!
Oh
my gosh!
last three. I'll tell you this. Last
three.
Dude,
I know, but
tough. They've been tough. I'm gonna go
But
with Jacob DeGrom.
Looking
my
at
guy.
August, man, he struck out 9, 9, 9, 10, 12. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I've made a huge mistake.
I am
Oh,
going
that
with
was
Jacob
a huge
DeGrom.
error.
As a Mets fan, I need to make sure I'm behind them tonight. 11 strikeouts, 1 earned run for Jacob DeGrom in 6 2/3 is my call on this one. All right, guys, we play fantasy every single week. Fantasy head to head, hosts against host, producer against producer. So Gabe is going up against Plank. Robbie is going up against me. Everybody gets a fantasy QB in the Big 12 and a skill position player in the Big 12. The key is this week we're playing against each other. So, Gabe, you're up first. You're playing Plank. Robbie and I are playing, and you may pick the same players. We can pick the same players.
We can get the same player.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I can't believe I'm going to pass on Jalen Daniels, but I'm going to pass on Jalen Daniels. I'm going to take Dylan Gabriel
I like it.
as my quarterback. I've said all week, after watching TCU's defense, I think they're pretty susceptible in the back end of that defense. I think Dylan Gabriel is going to have a big day throwing the football. And then any skill player.
Yeah, non-quarterback, as always.
Any skill player, non-quarterback. Oh, man. I really want to take Xavier Hutchinson because that Kansas defense is not good.
And it seems
but
like they only
Hunter Deckers is his quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he feeds
and
him, though.
they
He
really
feeds him, though,
feed.
Gabe.
They really
he
feed the man.
feeds him, yes.
But then Deuce Vaughn.
Also, this Gabe, can I give you a tip here? Pick a running back. I've been scoring
Yes, of
this,
course.
and anybody who picks wide receivers, they usually lose. Pick running backs. Just pick them.
Yeah, although Tech's defense has been a little better, I'm going to take Deuce Vaughn. That feels safe.
I like that.
That feels safe. Oh, I should have taken Bijan. Dang it.
You can still do
Bijan against West Virginia's D. You got time.
I mean,
He's had the fumble.
he's looking for some redemption. I'll live with Deuce Vaughn. I feel good.
Robbie, I just want to ask this one. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to pull a huddle here. Are you thinking Baylor with your skill position player? Because I'm going to go Richard Reese with my running back.
Ooh.
Love that.
I think he's going to have. So that's what I'm thinking. But quarterback wise, I'm going to go back-to-back good weeks for Adrian Martinez.
Wow.
I saw a dude slice and dice a defense that is better than what he's going to play on Saturday. So, or at least I think it is. I don't know. But I don't know. Is anyone here yet? I don't know. Adrian Martinez and Richard Reese are my two choices, Robbie.
Principal
You
and
think Richard
morals.
Reese is going to have a day against Oklahoma
I
State?
don't know. What am I falling for? Am I falling for something? Because I brought it up
I
earlier
like
on my
the
local
story.
show.
I like he's starting to show some things. I think it feels like he's really emerging as their go-to back.
Yeah.
So I just am I'm interested to see what it
Okay.
looks like.
All right. Sorry. Robbie, which way are you going now, man? I apologize.
I can't take Adrian Martinez now, just my morals. I can't do it. So I'm going Jalen Daniels, and then I'm going to take Eric Gray as my running back against TCU. I think he's going to have a big day.
Okay, here, let me just some intel. We don't know Marcus Major's status for this game, and it has not been talked about much this week, right? He left the game with an ankle injury last week, so maybe there's a chance for a few more. Or we see a freshman in Javonte Barnes.
I would assume, when Marcus Major, that did not look good against Kansas State. And he's been a guy that when he's been banged up in the past, he's missed time. I don't know. I'm not saying he's like not a quick healer or anything. I just know that when he's been banged up in previous seasons, it's taken him a while to get back. So I would not be surprised if Eric Gray is getting the bulk of the touches for Oklahoma at running back.
Yeah.
But I also think, and with what TCU's shown so far, man, they may just coming out throwing it all over the yard. Who knows? But Eric Gray can also he can be a weapon in the passing game as well. So I like that selection. He's been playing good football, Robbie.
Where are you going, Josh?
All right. Yeah, this is my we got one more by the way after this. One more quick one after this.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Spencer Sanders at quarterback. Yep, having the big day. He'll have the big one. Get the monkey off the back. Bijan Robinson as the running back there. So that's
Good call.
All right, one more.
Good
Here
call.
is your free
Good call.
bet. Whoever gets it right gets +3, risking nothing. Which Big 12 team will score the most points this week? Which Big 12 team will score the most points this week? Gabe Ikard.
That's tough. Man, that's tough. Because I naturally, like when you look at the defense being played in the conference, like I feel like Kansas has the worst defense still, but they're at home, a lot of momentum. I will fully admit, I got no idea what's going to happen in that football game. I mean, I've tried to figure it out, but I'm going to go with Texas. I think that, and I can't believe I'm doing this. At some point, right? They gotta play well. I mean, maybe Quinn Ewers. I'm hoping it's Quinn Ewers at quarterback for him that kind of gives them the boost, but they're going up against, West Virginia, who at this point in time has given up the most points defensively in the conference. So they're at home in Austin. Bijan Robinson going to want some redemption after the fumble. Xavier Worthy's still tremendous. So I'm gonna take the Longhorns to score the most points this weekend.
Homer pick. I'm going OU. I'm going to go Oklahoma. Robbie, which way are you going?
I was going Oklahoma. Give me Oklahoma. Dylan Gabriel has his
let's
best
go.
showing of the entire season tomorrow.
I'm on
I like
OU
it.
as well.
I like it.
I think TC is going to be a nail this weekend. Oklahoma's going to be the hammer, and that is Prop the Top off.